Hello, welcome to my Wednesday video, which is normally when we read all of the YouTube comments. Not all of them, just the ones I think that are pretty out there and pretty cool. And today we're doing it in Hat Mario. It's a new form that you guys unlocked by doing nothing. It just happened. It's crazy. Like DLC or something. Maybe once in a while we'll take out the old hat and wear a hat once in a while. But just to get your comments out of the way, let me know what you think about the hat. And like being in these videos, leave a comment on one of them and you might just get in there. So we're going to start here with Pete in our YouTube, I assume it is. I think it would be cool to keep highlighting the deck profiles that win your tournaments. So I have thought about this a little bit. Here's the thing, right? Like, for example, I have 2 webcam tournaments during the week usually. One is on Tuesday, one is on Wednesday. The one on Tuesday was won by the Diva deck that I did deck profile on, which is what you're commenting on. The other winner was Anubis Mervamon. Now, let's say that Anubis Mervamon is going to win half my locals, because it probably is. The deck's pretty good. Do I do a deck profile on that every week? Well, the answer is no. But whenever something interesting pops up, and chat wants to see it, then, I might do the deck profile on the stream, and then if I do that, I'll probably put it on YouTube. So, if we keep getting cool decks that win the tournaments, then, I'm pretty much down to do that. But it just can't be the same meta decks all the time, right? Sometimes something cool happens. We record it for the history textbooks, and then we move on with our lives. We have Matt Durant 777. Any other EX5 topping decks from this tournament? Yes, there were. There were. Now, I could tell you what they are, or I could give you the better message of, if you simply just watched my Twitch stream, you would know. So I'm going to recommend that you watch my Twitch streams so that you know. There's a lot of information on my Twitch streams that might be useful to know, especially because Nationals is coming very soon. We're testing the Nationals meta. Might be important. Might be something you want to pay attention to. And if you have the excuse of, oh, I don't like watching Twitch, or whatever, I work, that's not my problem. Anyway, we're gonna move on from that. Christopher Bennett 5858. Not bad, frankly, but 4 Fanglongmon. Just glad that the rest of the deck isn't going to be expensive. To which someone actually said you need 4 because you need to be able to search, and your searches don't do that much. It's fine. I don't hate the 4 Fanglong. All these decks that have like the expensive secret rare and the EX sets, like the Dragon Mode, the Fire Run Imperial, Examon, all this shit, you usually play 4. It's just kind of the way they build the set. They build this so you need 4 of the secret, I guess. Not always. Omnimon Ultra B did not need all the 4 secrets, but sometimes they do. So I think it's just the way it is, Evolved! Excited to see the new changes coming this year. It is always important to make sure you enjoy what you are doing and have some fun at the same time. That's important, and that's very true. I will not make crazy edited videos like you, because I don't have time to do that, but I will enjoy what I'm doing, so thanks. Thanks. The video I made on the 2024, I didn't get a lot of views, because it's not a Digimon video, obviously, but, to those that watch the channel and care, I basically gave my whole spiel about what I'm planning 2024 and why I'm changing what I'm changing and blah blah blah. After some personal reflection and just looking at the numbers a little bit. So if you haven't watched that video, you should. But that's what these comments are going to. Lucky JT Lewis here. Great to see you pushing yourself while still focused on being happy. I have similar goals this year, minus Digimon. Can't wait to see the video next year to see the differences between 2024. That'll be really cool. I'll see you guys in a year, I guess. It is always interesting to reflect back after you say you reflect. I don't always reflect, but when I do, it's nice to see the results. Zen Corner. Usually I don't take comments this long, but this one's a good one. I'm really glad to hear that you're still going strong in Digimon and that you're optimistic for the future. It's understandable that you decided to chase the competitive scene at that time and probably the best decision to make back then, but I think it speaks volumes about your character that you're able to self-reflect and change when needed. I also think there's a lot of casual Digimon players that would love to see more content from you that aligns more with that way of playing the game. Regardless of what you do, I wish you the best of succeeding at it as you inspire me to one day being able to do my own content at Digimon TCG. That's a very cool comment, and I like that a lot. I covered it for a few reasons. One, because, yeah, just to reiterate, I don't think Digimon's dying. I think there's a whole section of the universe that thinks that I think Digimon is dying. I just don't think that right now. I don't. Nope. So I have to keep reiterating that just in case, because I always tell the truth, whereas those people are obviously liars, either to themselves or other people. That's fine. But self-reflection is important, which is why I wanted to cover it. And yes, it seems more and more the casual Digimon player base is winning. So I don't mind uploading a Diva deck profile like I did on the weekend. Now, that being said, should things change and Digimon become more competitively geared, maybe I change back or something. But as of right now, in my opinion, if you want a competitive Bandai game, you play One Piece. I hope I'm wrong, and I hope that changes. That's just all I'm going to say for now. Changes in Digimon's favor, not for like Union Arena or something else. I don't really care about that game. Alright, Jumpy Sniper. Tiger probably coincides with Russ Tyranno going up. It might. It might. Yeah, maybe. Another Benjamin Wiseman comment. Not really understanding the spike of BT9 Magna X. First of all, the regular art looks better than the alt art. But more importantly, it's only going to be a 1 or 2 of a new Magnemon deck if it's even used at all. BT6 Magna X power creeps us so much that I'm hopeful Bandai hits another secret rare. A lot of this is subjective, right? I think the BT9 Magna X alternate art looks better than regular art. So this guy's opinion is wrong. I know that because my opinion's right. I don't really think that. It's just opinions. Calm down. But technically he's correct. What's really interesting is I'm recording this for Wednesday. On Monday, on stream, I'm going to be doing a deep dive. So it's already passed, it's already happened. But Twitch VOD is there. On the BT16 meta and what's doing well so far with Magnas and all that stuff, right? So, like, this card, this Magna X BT9, is not unplayable from what I've heard. People are playing it. And that is all it needs for the hype to go up. That's it. It doesn't have to necessarily even be good. If people in Japan are playing the cards, people in North America or other parts of the world will see that and they say, oh, better start moving the Magna X train, because if it's working in Japan, it'll work here, right? And that's just how it works. We can have arguments all day, whether or not it's good or not. It doesn't matter. What matters is if Japan is seeing success with it. More often than not, it'll cause a movement in our market. That's how you make money in these card games. Coming from a card shop. I'm just going to let you know that right now. Moving along, this is Uprising. Says, Mario, I forgot to cover my pet card. It shot up 50 cents last week. Thinking about selling it to lock a 50-cent profit. Thoughts? This is an interesting question. I know he's kind of trolling a little bit, but I'm going to give you a serious answer. If you bought 100 cards at $1 each, and they went up to $1.50, then that is a 50% profit, right? Technically, you're making... Well, yeah, that's fine. I'm going to keep it simple and leave it at that. You're making another 50 cents on the dollar if you sell them all, which means you're going to make $50 like that. Unfortunately, unless you're going to avoid postage somehow, that could really eat you up. So I wouldn't do that. Now, in the stock market, let's say you buy a penny stock for $1. Let's say you do your research and you buy a penny stock for $1. You invest in it, whatever, okay. And you buy a whole shit ton of it. You buy, say, 10,000. No, that's not realistic. Let's say that you're smart and you buy like 1,000, because 10,000's a bit much for a penny stock, unless you have some kind of forbidden 5,000 IQ knowledge. Let's say you buy $1,000 of a $1 stock, and then it goes up to 50 cents because you did your research and you thought that it would go up in price. I would sell it right there and lock in your profits, because the only fees you're paying at that point are whatever fees to use the stock platform that you're using to trade, plus capital gains on your taxes, which is fine. That's what I would do. But in the card world, it does not work that way. I'm just yeah. There you go. There's my serious answer to your not so serious question, Mr. Uprising. The C-Base. The card game hits harder if you experience other Digimon media. I love how in-depth they reached into their catalog for card inspiration. Tamer, Saver, Cyber Sleuth. Yeah, I believe you. I believe there are thousands of people that play the Digimon card game, experienced other form mangas, and at some point had that moment like, oh wow, they brought Arata into the card game. How cool is that? That's really neat. I'm sure some people feel that way. I don't. All those emotions, those subjective feelings you have, all those whataboutisms that you guys feel whenever Bandai shines a light on your IP, I don't give a crap about them. I don't. What matters to me is the card good? Can it do cool things? Or do you have to play it for some reason? Okay, we move on with that. I don't care about your mangas and your animes. I'm sorry. I don't. Not really. Digicast, people are people. They're human, I guess. Do you know something we don't know? Not presently, but if I do find out anything, I'll make sure you know. Dane K, you're 2910. So you're a casual fan of the older Digimon. Nothing wrong with that at all, but may I suggest watching Summer Wars if you enjoyed the first movie that much? I will look into it. I'll give you that. I will look into it. I don't know what it is, but I'll look into it. Dredge Vine. Agumon hype is because of the new BT14 stuff, Greymon, Agumon, Skull Greymon, more Grey and Tai. From my experience playing at locals, it can't usually be outpaced, and you have a removal answer for almost everything, and it only accelerates your game plan to use said removal. It's also had some small support from other sets since its first set too. Would highly suggest checking some list and playtesting it. Maybe I will after Nationals. Maybe I will do that after Nationals. Right now we're just focusing on Nationals meta and building data for that and blah 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 blah. And yeah, that's all. That's good. Jeff Forrest Gem. Any thoughts on ever doing maybe once or twice a month doing a separate market watch on sealed product? Just a thought. I would defiantly, I assume means definitely, watch. See you on your streams. Occasionally, I'll sprinkle sealed market in my market watches. Sometimes I'll even go heavy onto it. Like with that holiday Christmas guide. You guys remember that? You guys remember the holiday shopping Christmas guide? Remember that? Once in a while I will. I just don't have enough sealed market to really talk about right now. Not right now, anyway. Not enough for a full market watch, in my opinion. And that's all it is. Maybe one day if we get to it, sure, but I don't think we're there right now. Maybe this is in response to my comment about thinking about doing 3 market watches a month. Maybe we're there because of the singles, because there's so many singles now. But still, sealed product is kind of, whatever. That's my thought, anyway, on that. Digirumble. This is the last comment of the day. I'm so done with webcam tourneys. When is Bandai going to let bigger locals hold bigger events? I don't want to go to Cali or New York to play in an in-person regional, especially when those two states are going to shit. I can't speak to the validity of that comment. I have no idea. I have several locals that can and have held larger in-person events for Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, and Magic, and even One Piece. But for some reason, Bandai won't let anyone do Digimon. WTF, as a shop owner, what's your opinion on the ability of locals to hold Digimon events? Why is Bandai so stingy about letting shops hold in-person events for Digimon, but not One Piece? I'm going to give you a really convoluted answer. So sit tight, get your drink, and listen up here. It is obvious that One Piece is the current love child of Bandai in terms of trading card games. They will get priority over anyone else. They have a lot of money invested into it. They have some of their best peeps on One Piece. They just do. They also know that One Piece is selling more in Digimon because of their efforts and because that's what the community is reacted to, so they double down on their efforts, and then it's a circular thing that goes round and round. So they will obviously put their best foot forward for One Piece. This is why One Piece might be allowed to do more things that Digimon is not. Now, this whole TO thing has been pissing me off since 2022. Bandai only has like 5 TOs in North America to hold Digimon events. Big ones, regionals and whatever. Why? I don't know. Why won't Bandai have more? I don't know. If I had to take an educated guess, and this is just me spitballing here, because this also affects One Piece and DBS and eventually Union Arena and BSS. I think they handpicked the TOs that they picked based on their size, their impact on the community, and their girth. That's what I think happened. I think they picked... Carta, Core, Play TCG, Pro Play Games. There's another one that does it in North America. I guess TAC, sort of, sometimes. And I can't fucking think about the name right now. Anyway, it's there. You guys know what I'm talking about. They handpicked these stores because they're huge, because they've proven themselves with other card games, and they order a lot of product, and they sell a lot of product, and they have the players to support the communities at all times. Now, that's why they picked their initial wave. Why they don't do a round 2 and pick more TOs, I have no idea. Another guess is because of responsibility and liability. You know, if some store were to, get a whole bunch of Ultimate Cup product, whatever, and run off with it, never to be seen again, well, that's going to be a pretty shitty experience, huh? And Joe Blow's Mama's Card Shop in the basement might... I don't know. I can't remember the name. I don't know that that's the store that Bandai would want to pick to hold a bigger event like that. So that's why I think they're doing what they're doing. Now, Bandai, in my opinion, should have more TOs, especially with card games, 4 of them on the burner trying to support for massive events, plus Union Arena coming if they're going that route with it, which I'm sure they are. I think they need to. I think it would be foolish not to, and I stand by this. Even if it was just online events, I know people are upset with online events, but even if it was online regionals, if there was a big tournament for Digimon every weekend, people would play it in every weekend. It would. I think that this needs to be held in tandem with IRL events to get the maximum turnout possible. And I say that because Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic and Pokemon have been doing it for years. Why can't Bandai? COVID is not an excuse anymore that you can use. And these big 3 are going back to where they were. Regionals every weekend. YCS is sometimes all over the place. Magic has their tournaments every week. Pokemon has, I hear, regionals like every 2 weeks. Massive, massive, massive events. Plus store championships. Plus all this shit, right? These big 3 are doing it. Bandai could do it. Bandai's financial statements show they have money to do this. Why they don't do it, I just don't know. I'm giving you my guesses, and the only thing that I suggest we do is, much like we've done in the past, if we complain loudly enough, Bandai will give the players what they want. I believe Bandai is committed to making Digimon better in 2024. I think they admitted that indirectly in some of their commentary about the Ultimate Cups and whatever, because I think Digimon players know that they got screwed in the asshole by One Piece. The One Piece screwed the Digimon players' assholes. That's what I said. The One Piece did. And I think that Digimon and Bandai can fix that. They just have to. And this would be a good step forward. And yeah, more IRL events would be great. Because not everyone can go to California or Texas. Or Florida. Or wherever. Vice versa. If you're in California, you can't just go to New York. Whatever. Alright. That's it for today. I kind of went long-winded with that last one, but it's very important. And again, we want Digimon to survive, so it's important to have these conversations. Probably should have done this one first, but that's okay. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll see you later. Bye!